What up, YouTube? It's Ra, and let me holler at you real quick. Once you realize that nobody cares, you won't be scared. Put out that song you've been working on. Put out that art, that painting you've been working on. Put out that video you've been working on. Once you realize that nobody cares, you won't be scared, because people are always going to have something to say or critique or minimize what you're doing. You got that new outfit on, right? That new shoes, that new coat, that new jacket, that new vest on. There's always going to be that one person that says, who you feeling like? Who you think you is. They always gonna try to bring you down because they know you up, because they sense that angelic aura about you, that razzle dazzle, that you got that about you. So people don't like that, because the threat that people have is, it's not that you're doing good, it's that you know you're good. Once you know, oh, I got that razzle dazzle, I got that angelic feel, I got that debonair feel about myself. Not like you're arrogant, like you're putting yourself above. Is that you know you're talented, you know you're creative, you know that you're putting out a quality body of work, and that you're doing well, and that it's authentic, and you're being true to yourself. When you realize that, when you put two and two together, you're a threat. Because now, whatever they got going on, they know they can't match that, because they're not in it for the right reasons. They're in it for themselves, because it's a two-way street. You put out the product in order to be consumed, to have dialogue. They put out the product to get praise and get a pat on the back. You're not the same. It's the difference between being the artist and the star. So you're aware of that. Once you realize that nobody cares, you won't be scared. And there's nothing to be scared of anyways, because you realize that once you have an idea, it's time to act on it now, because you'll miss your opportunity. The train is going to leave the station, because there are other people who have that same idea too. Not exactly to the very detail the same, but there's someone out there that's not going to be scared to put their idea out, put their 2 cents in, and they're going to get rewarded for it, when that could have been you, and you'll miss the boat. And that's not something you want to happen, because sometimes it's a matter of chance. It's kind of it's like it's kind of like those solar eclipses that happen every so often, like every 20-30 years. Sometimes if you don't act right now, like if you have an idea right now and you don't act on it, it might be days, months, weeks, years before you have another opportunity to expand on that. So once you see it through, it's time to act on it right now. There's no time for second guessings, because when you're stressing, you're missing out on your blessing. So that's not something you want to do. Once you realize that nobody cares, you won't be scared, because there's always going to be somebody that tries to bring you down, who tries to critique it. Because if you have never put anything out, there's nothing to lose anyway, because people don't even know you, and you are expanding and rebranding yourself into the artist that you want to be. See, a lot of times, what people want isn't what they really want. They say one thing, but they do another. So a lot of times people want to shoot up straight to the top, and when you don't, people got something to say. So the thing is that people don't want artists to be homegrown anymore. They kind of, when you're building yourself and you're going through the stages of becoming what you need to become, a lot of times people try to hate on that. But that's how you hone your craft and become the person that you want to be. So don't let somebody critique and diminish your growing pains because you making mistakes at becoming what you want to become. That's what's supposed to happen. You finding your sound, you finding your craft. So when you finding your sound and your craft, and when you finding what makes you tick and what makes you you, people are going to draw comparisons and try to minimize and think you're trying to be somebody else. But you're taking in what inspires you and using it to benefit you to become the best version of yourself. So that's what matters most. They're going to say something whether you see it through or not. A lot of times people say they want you to win, but they really don't. They want you to win on their terms and be, in their mind, what they made you out to be. Don't forget that as well. But hey, it's Ra. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. We here every day. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.